Shalom Israel. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the elders of GMS and Horsey brothers that are doing the work in truth, more sincerity. Now continue on with this series that I hope to do, Lord willing. Things that we should all know. Basically going to ask the next question, and that is, how many cities of refuge were there in Israel? To which the answer is 6. I'm just going to go into that very briefly. It says Joshua 20 verse 1. It said, the Lord also spake unto Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by the hand of Moses, that the slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwittingly may flee hither. So basically manslaughter. And they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. And when he that doth flee unto one of these cities shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city, they shall take him into the city unto them, and give him a place, that he may dwell among them. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver the slayer up into his hand, because he smote his neighbour unwittingly, and hated him not beforetime. And he shall dwell in that city until he stands before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the slayer return, and come up unto his own city, and unto his own town, unto the city from whence he fled. And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee in Mount Naphtali, and Shechem in Mount Ephraim, and Kirjathabah, which is Hebron, in the mountain of Judah. And on the other side Jordan by Jericho eastward they assigned Bezar in the wilderness upon the plain out of the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth in Gilead out of the tribe of Gad, and Golan and Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them, that whosoever killeth any person that unawares might flee thither, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. So now if you look at these on a map, you can see that you've got 3 for the southern kingdom and 3 for the northern kingdom. So that's Kadesh, Golan, Ramoth Gilead, Bezer, Hebron, and Shechem over here. And it's also split east-west as well. So it's a nice even split. So basically if you was to basically manslaughter, then you basically run into one of these cities, and the avenger of blood basically couldn't come up and get you while you were there. Was there anything in here? It says the cities of refuge were towns in the kingdom of Israel and kingdom of Judah, in which the perpetrators of manslaughter could claim the right of asylum. Outside of these cities, blood vengeance against such perpetrators was allowed by law. The Torah names just 6 cities as being cities of refuge: Golan, Ramoth, Bozor on the east of the Jordan River, and Kadesh, Shechem, and Hebron on the western side. Says places of refuge have been used through the centuries in many different cultures. The Greeks and Romans had Asila. The Roman Catholics had privileged altars. North American Indians, so that's the northern kingdom of Israel, Gad and Reuben, had white towns, white representing peace, friendship, prosperity, happiness, and purity, which is quite funny considering the white man doesn't represent any of that, known as Esau in the Bible, which were asylums for manslayers and unfortunate captives. So yeah, that's just been a quick one, and with that I'm going to say shalom.